Good morning. Thanks for all the happy birthday wishes, y'all. Y'all up. Let's see if anybody come in here. Meant to go live yesterday, but good morning, big ass man. What you doing up so early? I couldn't sleep. I went to sleep kind of. I didn't go to sleep early, but I'm well rested. I sleep that. Yesterday was my birthday, so it's definitely overdue for me to do a live or something. But this is the time I like getting up, and this is the time I like being on YouTube. So this is the time that I'm on here. But I don't get like I'm surprised you in here. You couldn't sleep either, and thank you. Yeah, like I wanted to come on live a few times. There's so much going on. I want to come on here and talk about the Diddy stuff, talk about the Cassie stuff, talk about the. It's just so much going on. It's like the distractions is on overdrive right now. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm definitely in good vibrations. So definitely happy. I want to come on here and spread some of that happiness with y'all. You know. What's up to the three people that's in here? Y'all hit that like button. Let's see if we can get some more people up in here and we can have a conversation. I did I bring my laptop? No, I didn't bring my laptop. Or else I would try to have y'all call in. I don't know how to do it on the phone. It seemed like StreamYard different on my phone than on my laptop. But I'll figure it out. Thank you, Tim's Avenue, for the happy birthday. Hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Show some love to the moderator, Big Ass Man. Have y'all ever seen The Truman Show? Have either one of y'all ever seen The Truman Show? That's what I posted, The Truman Show, because I wanted to talk about something like that. But hold on, let me go get the lighter. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. The dogs running around. I'm almost tripping over those things. Let me turn the light on. You want to go outside? Okay, yep, you saw it. Good. So that's what we about to talk about. Because I swear I'm starting to feel more and more like we in the Truman Show. And a lot of this stuff not real. My IG is underscore love Aries moon, because I'm an Aries moon. And my email is pretty coro9 at gmail.com. I'm gonna put it in a thing. You don't need my cash app because I just said my birthday was yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, like I was just sitting back, like thinking about this Diddy stuff. Diddy that settled in less than 24 hours. That just seemed unreal. Every day we turn around, we can't get away from distractions. There's so much going on. And why are they turning these distractions up? Like everybody forgetting about the war, the holy war at that. Should I say WAR? I don't know if I should say that word on here. They might clip me. Let me see if I could put it in here for you. I don't be knowing how to work this stuff. I don't even know how to write in the chat. I know how to start a poll. Oh, I appreciate it. Um, Let me think. I'm trying to figure out how to write in here. I used to know how, but you don't use it, you lose it. So I'm gonna have you write it for me. No, I don't want to put nobody in timeout. It is. Let me check. Okay, so it's $ heavy on the pretty number one. Heavy on the pretty number one. It'll be like a glitter screen. My Gmail is pretty, PRETTY, co, row, RO, 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. If you can, put it in the chat for me. And my IG is underscore love, LOVE, Aries, ARIES, moon, MOON. Yep. No, you forgot the Y. HEAVY on the pretty one. Thanks, big ass man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But yes, I'm starting to feel like this world is like the Truman Show, y'all. Don't nothing seem real. Everything just seemed performative. Like the whole Diddy thing just seemed performative. Like even the stuff with the war, like how what's that guy named Michael Rappaport? How he's speaking out saying people need to, he gonna remember the people who didn't speak out, like they gonna force people to speak out against something we don't even know about. What happened to people making educated I mean, yep. Perfect. Thank you. What happens to people, being educated about something before they just dive into it? So it's okay for us to be ignorant when it comes to other people's situations, but we can't act off emotion when it comes to ours. Then they try and send us to jail. So that's crazy. What else is going on in the world right now? The celebrity world is just running amok. I mean, it's like the Illuminati got them running with they like chickens with their heads cut off. Diddy been fishing. Diddy been knew that his number was about to get pulled when he was on there talking about I need souls. I'm looking for talent. I need talent. I'm looking for people right now. Yeah, you was looking for somebody to offer up or to use up. That's how that go. Like I'm starting to notice a pattern with these staples and in Hollywood, especially these gatekeepers, these black gatekeepers, definitely starting to notice a, a theme with them, a trend with them. Every now and then they go fishing. It kind of remind me of what Diddy did that. Like I remember when I was in middle school. I might even been in elementary. And when I was in school, they used to have like the modeling agencies come to the school. I don't know if y'all remember that or if y'all ever witnessed that. And now looking back as an adult, I feel like it was just all like a plot for, um, yeah, a money scheme, but it also could have been some kind of, uh, do I want to say that word, trafficking, some kind of child trafficking, something, because it's just, I don't know, it was just weird, like it was almost like an outreach program, like for good looking young people. It was weird. And then like I remember it was called Options Modeling Agency too. Options. Because I went down there to Detroit and everything, and you should have seen all the little girls with their makeup and their Sunday's best dresses, all in line. And just for the people to tell them, okay, if you want to start with our modeling agency first, you have to put a deposit down. And this, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. So we got to pay y'all. Y'all came and sought out us, and we have to pay y'all. But yeah, everything in this world is a scheme, from the education system to the medical system to medicine to the religion to the the all five pillars or pinnacles. It takes Dolo to break it down. Like the education system, the religious system, the food system has been tainted. Let me let the dog speak it. Everything just been tainted, you know, through and through. Come on, y'all. Go ahead. Yes. And it's like we just so conditioned. We don't even care. We like super conditioned. Everybody with everything exactly, it's the matrix. And with everything that's going on in the world, you know, people been talking about the end times forever. But with everything that's going on in the world, people is right at home doing what? About to start getting ready for Thanksgiving. About to start getting ready for Christmas. People can know clear as day what's going on with the government got going on. But they ain't gonna miss Thanksgiving. They ain't gonna miss Christmas, and they ain't gonna miss football on Sunday. What they say, God, football, and something else, and Republican. It's crazy. But I be feeling like I'm in the Truman Show because I be seeing stuff like completely different than people. Like I be feeling like I'm on the outside looking in, like in that movie They Live, where the man had the glasses and he was able to see the world completely different from everybody else. Like I just be feeling like I'm in a game, not like a game, but because I'm not sure what the prize is, but I feel like everything is just well, I know for a fact everything is just manipulated and everything is just cloaked and it's not what you think it is, even from the hospitals. Okay, like all right, I'm about to get deep in my conspiracy bag real quick. This is how I be thinking. I feel like everything is really a front for something else. Like let's say an adoption agency. Like an adoption agency would be a front for like child trafficking. Like everything they do it right in front of our face, right? So they will use the things that we think is already for whatever they're trying to do. Like, okay, let's say if they was trying to do trafficking, they would do something that had a they would they would cloak it as something that already had an abundance of underprivileged or impoverished kids, something like an adoption agency. So a lot of kids come up missing through the adoption agencies and through like what's that thing? Children's services, you know, impoverished, troubled kids, low income kids. Nobody's gonna come looking. Nobody's gonna put up a fuss, especially if you can say that you can put a better life. And it make me think of, did y'all see that thing where that lady said that Sandra Bullock had y'all go lay down, go lay down. Sandra Bullock has said that guy that the lady that said Sandra Bullock had took her baby from the hospital. Remember Sandra Bullock got that black baby. IG follow. Look, go on my community tab. I believe on my community tab, I got my Instagram posted, my Snapchat posted, all of that posted in my community tab. Like it's like on one of the pictures that I posted. But I can find you, OTG Gasman. You sure we haven't? we haven't followed each other, and it's underscore love Aries moon. That's what you put. I see you put my cash app in there. I don't know if you put. You said you're scared of the medical field. Yes, because let me tell you what's the front for the medical field. Allegedly, and all this is alleged. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just be thinking stuff. But allegedly, the hospitals and the hospitals and the funeral homes. Do I just want to talk about the hospitals? Okay, allegedly, the hospitals is a front for organ trafficking. Yep, love Aries Moon. Yep, that's it. Allegedly, the hospitals is a front for organ trafficking, and the hospitals is like I feel like a lot of people get disappeared at the hospital, and I feel like the hospitals be like a last ditch effort for like hits. Like for instance, when the stuff happened when Martin Luther King is the story that he got shot but he didn't die. He actually made it to the hospital, but then they smothered him with a pillow. So like the hospital is like allegedly, the hospital is like, who? If a motherfucker looking for you and you in trouble, you probably don't want to go to the hospital. Organ trafficking, cloning, and they take kids allegedly. And you know what? I never even thought about that till you just said it. Yeah, they definitely taking kids out the hospital. They taking newborn babies, they replacing them, probably giving clones away. We wondering what's wrong with this new generation. These ain't probably none of our babies. Probably took some stem cells and while we was pregnant. And when I was pregnant, I was always weary about that. Every time you go, you got pee and cut. Then they want to take so much blood. Then they want to be like, I'm just make you not want to have no kids. But so yep, I think the hospital that's where they finish the hits. Like they probably got certain people in the hospitals doing just that, make it look like a medical, something just medical happened and we couldn't stop it. And then, like you said, they taking the babies, they swapping the babies out. They, of course, and that's what I was about to say. It came back to me. You just made me think of something because everybody like, oh, they got cloning centers here, there, everywhere. What if the cloning centers is in the hospitals, like the basements, and where you can hide it in plain sight right there because it's always busy. It's always cars outside. It's always people coming in and out. You don't know what they doing. You don't know how long somebody been in the hospital. Somebody who could just walk out the hospital and you ain't seen them forever, and it's not even them, it's the clone. They just been sick in the hospital for weeks. Like just like on Dead Clone Tyrone. Hey, I'm True Skills. What's up? What you doing up this morning? A good morning to you. Y'all know my birthday was yesterday. I'm 32. Mm, happy 32nd birthday to me. Didn't really do much. It's hard because my son's birthday is a couple of days after mine. Then the holidays coming up, so I try to kind of keep it a little small so I could really do it all. Gym didn't work. Yep, I need to go get me a gym membership, but it gotta be a 24-hour gym because I like going. I want to be able to get up at 3, 4 in the morning and run to the gym. You know, but yes, the hospitals most definitely can be, and I think are a front for the cloning centers. That's really the cloning shop. They got everything they need. That's the lab. You seen some questionable stuff in the hospitals? Tell me about it. Tell me what you seen in the hospital. But that would be the perfect place for them to hide everything. They got blood. Nobody looking at them funny because they got blood. They got specimens and I almost said microphones and telescopes and they got and lab coats and they got everything a person would need. I would think they even got extra bodies and Oh my gosh. What if they got the cloning centers like under the hospital, or if it's like a restricted area in the hospital, they be like, don't go to the basement. That's where they keep the bodies at, or whatever. What if the cloning centers is like literally like that restricted level in the hospital that you got to have access to, and you swipe your card in the back of the elevator, open it. I'm just saying. That's what I feel. So we got the adoption agencies allegedly being fronts for child trafficking. We got the hospitals allegedly being fronts for organ harvesting, cloning, hits, baby swapping. Would you say everything I need to clone is there? Think about exactly everything you need to clone is right there. Everything. And you're not gonna look too funny walking around with a big ass machine in the hospital. You're not gonna look too funny, you know, transferring people back and forth to different rooms, to different levels. You're not gonna look too crazy doing that shit. People just gonna assume that it's something else, and that's what I need y'all to see. This is how they work it in plain sight. So everything is a money grab, and everything is an agenda for something else. It's like the yin and the yang. It's like, okay, what they show is this the yang, or the white part, the light side of whatever's going on. But it's a whole nother side to it. It's a dark side. It's balance. It's a dark side to everything. I'm telling you. And I'm not saying it's every hospital. I'm not saying it's every adoption agency, because it's good and it's bad and everything. But I'm telling y'all, and some of this stuff I really truly feel in my energy, and from things that I've heard and the things that I watched and researched, I really truly feel in my energy that a lot of these things is front. They found a way to repackage and to rebrand it so that they could put it right in our face. So if we see in a building with people being wheeled in or wheeled out with IVs, we ain't gonna be like, why? What the fuck is they doing down the street? No, they have a place for it that everybody go and just blend in. Let's smoke to that. So now y'all, when y'all go these places, when we go these places, we gotta really keep our eyes open to see what we seeing, because everything's an illusion. Everything is smoke and mirrors. So if you ever in one of these places and you get a weird feeling, like you see a baby crying, somebody dragging them into the room, and you like, well, maybe that baby just don't want to get their shots. Or maybe that's just not their baby. I want to knock on some wood. Hold on, I'll be right back. It's okay, y'all. That was me. Cause for real, y'all, it gets deep. It gets deep. I need people to understand and be more aware of what they put in front of our face. Like even the Diddy and the Cassie thing, all an illusion. And when you go back and look at her pictures, look at her photos, you could really see the misery in her face. How did we not see that before? How did we not see a prisoner or a hostage before? And the thing is, it's not about the money grab, whatever, 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 or if she did a money grab or if not, or why now. Forget all of that. The fact is are we denying that it happened? It absolutely happened. Now, whether she liked it, endured it, or stayed just so she can get it back at the end, it happened, or he wouldn't have settled. And not only did it happen to her, it didn't happen to plenty other people, and that's why they've been warning people about Diddy. That's why 50 Cent really tried to tell us why somebody retracted a message. 50 Cent really tried to tell us, and what he said, Diddy tried to offered to take him shopping and stuff, and how he be trolling Diddy because he know, and he like, nigga, you tried me, and he like, for real. Yeah, I don't know who got more money, but I'm sure they both getting money like more than if we go on Wikipedia and ask how much money they getting. They both got more than that. So it just seems like 50 is more willing to go to war with Diddy. He more in a stable position than some of these newer, younger artists who just come into the game and just, I don't know, they ain't got nothing. And they just looking for a hand up. Let me see. You said, I meant allegedly they got Jeffrey Epstein out of prison back on the island, just changed his identity so they could continue them sacrifices. Literally changed his identity. He probably done had plastic surgery on his face. He probably got a nigga nose. Who knows? Yeah, I agree with that too. And y'all, think about this. When you said that, it just made me think about this because we talk about the Truman Show and everything is a front for something else. Plastic surgery is supposed to be like a luxury, right, for people with money to do. But all these things, even down to the cell phone, all these things before they became common luxuries, they were actually like military tools. Like they probably been changing people identity to allow them to. I know he probably black now. To allow people to, oh my lord, to allow people to, you know, get back into society and to go different places. People who we probably think been dead and gone a long time is probably still walking around, y'all. Truman Show. Truman Show. All the world's a stage. And you know, the amount of money determine whether you get the main stage, the left stage, or the backstage. So we already know how people fake and phony in real life. But these people, we actually watching on the main stage because we kind of on the backstage. Well, I'm on the side stage. No, I'm just kidding. But so we watching these people up front and personal, and so they have to use more illusions, you know, than an ordinary person. They have to use more mirrors and more smoke than everybody else. You get what I'm saying? Because the spotlight is directly on them. And it's crazy, like even seeing these words talk about the spotlight being on them, you know, like how everything just have like a double meaning. Like, yeah, we could be talking about a play or a show, but we really talking about the play, the show that they put on in life, like the real life play, the real life show. Like these people be actors and then they be actors. And then they be actors on top of them being actors. Like they be actors for fake and then they be actors in their real life around other actors acting to act up. I don't know. But hello, Rump Stump. How you doing this morning? Good morning. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Show your girl some love. My birthday was yesterday. And we just talking about, you know, the smoke and mirrors and all of the illusions and that's the magic. And people talk about what is magic, what is magic? Manipulation. It's simple as that. People been doing magic. People do magic every day. Us watching the movie is magic. It's what they manipulating us to see something that's not real and to take it as if it is. And you get what I'm saying? That whole thing. Hollywood, before they even gave us these TVs, that was a weapon used against us. You get what I mean? Before they even gave us television, not a weapon used against us. They gave it to us with a purpose, is what I want to say. Like everything, anything they allow us to have, they've either already used it in the army for years or figured out a way to weaponize it against us. Thank you. And thank you, Rump Stump. I appreciate it. And what you say, big ass man? You said everything has a double meaning. Exactly. Everything have a double meaning. And that's why they say like English is the cursed language. They say what they I think is the saying go like English is like a a forked tongue, or they call it the forked tongue, speaking in a forked tongue because everything got a double meaning. I had seen something on Facebook. It was like a post, and that it was saying like, and people wonder why people it'd be so hard for people to learn English, and they had like stuff like she went live while she was alive, while she was live. Or you know what I'm saying? Like how we use all these words and they spelt the same, but they have different meanings. And that's the spell of it all. That's why you gotta be careful what you say because it's not about what you say per se. It's about the vibration that the word holds. So when you using certain words, you attract a certain vibrations to yourself. And the more you use it, to start you building up that energy. Just like, okay, think about back in the day, you watching a cartoon on a Saturday morning, they got a little wizard, he got a little wine, a little robe, and he's like or not abracadabra, but he's saying some foreign language and he's like the point I want to get to is like how they use the voice as an instrument. He may raise his voice, he may lower his tone, he may go up and down in his voice while he's saying these words. Like it's all a part of it. It's like a song, and it's just like you do the same thing when you sing in songs and music. You kind of like invoking that energy. True Skills says there are power in words. That's why I'm going to make money on YouTube and travel the world. You exactly, yes, you are. You're going to make more money than that too. You're going to make more money than you would ever thought you was going to make. You already made it. It just haven't reached you yet. And where the first place you're going to travel? Because you got to get specific. I smoke in my eye. Yes, that Diddy stuff was real eye opening. Did y'all see that clip with Desi Banks where he was asking like he was asking he was sitting with Waka and somebody else in the podcast. And he was asking like, what's some things I should know, like just getting into the industry. They basically told the nigga, don't go to Diddy house. Y'all, Diddy be up there wow, that's exactly what they doing. They be buck breaking these niggas. Like in the slave days. Like in the slave days. They be taking these men and but that's why they be like, oh y'all think them niggas this and y'all think them niggas that. Them niggas really somewhere at Diddy house shaking their pussy. So I don't know. And I was thinking earlier, because I had played Jeezy interview with Nia Long. What about Jeezy, y'all? Because Jeezy used to be signed to Diddy, didn't he? Jeezy was under Diddy. Jeezy, he was he was signed to Diddy label or something. Def Jam, maybe. I don't remember, but I remember early on in Jeezy's career, him having some ties to Diddy. Like he was in a group or something. But I wonder what's the story there. It's so many young men connected to Diddy as the group, not the solo artist. Okay, yeah. The group was connected to Diddy. Well, he got out of that shit fast, didn't he? USDA. They was called USDA. And to think that it's kids really looking at these niggas rapping their music, probably worshiping them. And these niggas is somewhere getting bent over for a music video. You know, I guess it's good to just appreciate the life that you have because you never know what people got to do. It's the Truman Show. Morning. How you doing, Mr. Skinny? Yesterday was my birthday. So we just up, we vibing. I meant to go live yesterday, so I owe the live. I really like going live early in the morning though. Like for real. I probably would have went earlier, like 4 in the morning, because they be chill. There don't be too much trolling going on. Thank you, appreciate it. We just talking about the Truman Show and how all this shit is smokes and mirrors and nothing is what it seems. And okay, so we talked about, let's run it back. You said what I'm smoking, you getting knowledge. What's the purpose of the universe? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Cause see, that's a multifaceted question right there. What I'm smoking, let's deal with that first. Gypsy smoke or gypsy soap. Gypsy soap. Is the name of this sativa. Now, the knowledge, yes, years and years of just like really being aware of these things and seeking it out and listening to different people who actually have the knowledge. They just drew, dribble down a little bit, drops to me, and I'll be trying to share it with everybody I know. Now, what's the purpose of the universe? Now, that's gonna have us here all day. Now, I can't remember who I heard say this, but they was talking about God. They was giving their version of who they believe God was, right? Or what God was. And they said like they believe like God was like, they said, okay, look at it like this. God is like a jug of water, you know. He's just this big old jug of water. And basically what happened is he went and got some cups, a whole bunch of cups, and he poured a little bit of water into each cup. You know, you said what he talk about. I know where I hold on. So yeah, he poured a little bit of himself into each cup. So like when they say like God is everybody, everybody is God, or everything is God, like okay, we already have that. So now I feel like with God pouring himself into each of these cups, the universe is just somewhere for these cups to, or these people, or his babies, or himself to go and like experience different things. Like you asking, like, what is the universe? The universe is nothing more than a place for you to exist, experience, feel. Thank you. Gain knowledge, share wisdom. Like it's literally just a place for you to grow and exist. Like this is like a garden per se. Because we all here just learning, growing, expanding until we go to the next level. That's how I see it. And that's how a lot of people are getting to like, oh, they don't believe in karma or it's no right or wrong. Which, okay, we all here to experience, but I still feel like it's right and wrong. It's good and it's evil. Yeah, definitely. It's still good and evil. But God also did create them both. Cap and Key TV. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I missed the messages. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all funny. And it was my birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to me, sir. Why you coming here talking like that? Go lay down. So I'm a little high, but did you understand my version of why we here, why we in the universe, and what's going on? Or did Keith just come in here and throw off the whole vibe, and I'm just talking for nothing? So okay, let's jump back into it real quick. So we talk about everything being a Truman Show and everything being the front for something else. Thank you, thank you. Um, so we said the hospitals. was fronts for like organ harvesting, most likely. Organ harvesting. They probably get off a few of their last minute hits there. He was doing okay, and then he died at the hospital. He didn't make it. We don't know what happened. He took a turn. I am. It took a turn for the worse. Hey, Demon Time DJ. It is a good theory. Come on now, y'all. Okay, look. So it takes a turn for the worse, right? So you got that going on at the hospitals, and they probably a front for like cloning centers too, right? Nobody would bat an eye. Nobody would think nothing going on. Everybody would just assume that it's just typical hospital stuff, right? People dying, people walking in and walking out, people be there for months. There's some people who've been in the hospital for months. So nobody would think nothing of it if somebody went to the hospital. They already got all the equipment they need. All they got to do, like say you go to the hospital and they want to clone you, they feel like you got some good genes, whatever, whatever. All they got to do is come grab you in the middle of the night, say, hey, we got to run some tests, probably even give you something and knock you out so you don't even recall, take you down to the basement 3 in the morning, take some blood, some bone marrow, wherever they need, a couple of skin cells, wheel you right back to your room. All right, we got that. So the adoption places, the child protective services, all fronts for child trafficking, allegedly. Now we got to get into the education system. Like that's kind of just where they get greedy. But I guess the education system is just everything is it really is opposite. Like the people who's supposed to be helping the kids is the people taking the kids. The people who's supposed to be helping the people heal themselves, helping heal the people is the people who actually taking the people organs and making them worse. So the school system would have to be obviously not education system, a miseducation system. But other than or more than miseducating them, let me see what y'all talking about. Uh-uh. Moderators. No, I'm just playing. Thank you for the happy birthday still. But I feel like the school systems, it's more so a front for, well, obviously a miseducating and child trafficking as well. They probably put CPS on different people, allegedly, not all school. Like you probably have your certain ones. What else we got? What else? The churches. I don't want to get into that. Y'all know y'all love y'all Jesus. What you tell him, big ass man? Cause all that yelling y'all doing down there. And yes, I said yelling. You about to go live, Keith? Y'all are silly. And yep, they all work together. They definitely all work together. I can't see that part. These people don't even have a clear understanding of who Jesus is. Who is Jesus, big ass man? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be funny. Right, who is Jesus? Because I feel like, I don't know, obviously you don't know that my understanding of him going to be way off than somebody else, somebody who actually, and no disrespect to nobody who that's their truth. I feel like we in the universe we in, like it's a lot of diversity. Like it's a lot of variety. Like it don't everything don't have to just be one way. Like Why would God give us all different fingerprints and tongue prints and toe prints, and then we all have to worship the same way? We all have to eat the same way. We all look the same way. Like, no, I think that it's a version of everything for everybody, just like everybody love differently. Everybody learn differently. So everybody is going to worship and believe differently. Now, what you say? Come on, what y'all talking about? You said, and oh no, I misread. You said, didn't they ask? Don't they basically? I think you saying, do they ask you the race of the child when you call CPS? That's creepy. I don't know. I've never called CPS, but that I mean, why would that matter? You get what I'm saying? You gonna ask how much their mama makes too, but you know what that just made me think of in LA. I think Tariq and she was talking about they had started this thing called the Ebony Alert, like how they have the Amber Alert, and that's for like when black people go missing. So why wouldn't y'all just have the Amber Alert for when everybody go missing? So y'all gonna have a completely different alert. So is it gonna be somebody else looking for these black people? Is they ever even gonna make it? That sounds more like to me, because it's the Truman Show and everything is a front. To me, that sounds more like the opposite. Y'all, when you put an ebony alert on somebody, maybe it's somebody who don't want to be found, and y'all go and find them, or y'all go find them, but they still turned up unalive. You get what I'm saying? Or they don't know. Y'all find them before the police find them, if they ever found. You said a black man who like thugs, criminals, pimps, and hoes. That's who Jesus was. I mean, this is, they say he did like to kick it with the thugs and the criminals and the pimps and the hoes. You ain't lied about that. You ain't lied about that. That's what they had said, and that's why. And if you read the Bible, or if you actually have a, you know, grew up in church or have some knowledge of it, you know that. So it'd be so crazy that these people actually out here who believe in it or who live by it are like the complete opposite. They look down upon these people when Jesus was at the table with them. Nobody looking for the black kids that's missing. No, and that's why I'm like, so why would they start something called the Ebony Alert for the black kids that's missing? Them kids ain't gonna make it home. Just like they ain't make it home during the Amber Alert. That's why I'm like, no, I agree with Tariq. That Ebony Alert, it's not that. It's not an Amber Alert, or it would just be Amber Alert. So it's something completely different. Why would you have to specify the race of a person who went missing, other than you want people to look for them? But even you could use the same system and send out the alert and just specify the race with that. Like, why would you have to have a completely different way of reporting for black people, for missing black people? Yeah, Ebony Alert does sound like a mockery. Ebony itself, the word means black, first of all. What does amber mean? Amber is like a color, or amber is a what is amber? Amber, is it a stone? What is amber? Ebony and amber. Because all these double meanings. I'm looked at up. I'm really interested in that. The fact that they even used amber for so long and ebony now, I know it's something to that. It's definitely something to that. So the school systems, they just really here to miseducate and mislead and indoctrinate. Instead of educate, they indoctrinating. And they also use the school as like a pipeline. The school They use the school to kind of like sort them out, to kind of figure out what they gonna do with you, or you know how they said like the the school to what was it called, the school to prison pipeline or something like that. Because in school, that's where they pretty much going you're gonna be tried and tested, of course. You're gonna be overwhelmed, waking up early, staying late, like just exhausted. Like school is really stressful. When you think about these kids be stressed the fuck out. They go here every day, gotta deal with the same shit, same people, the close proximity, do all this work. Teacher probably got an attitude because everybody just human, you know. But in school, that's where they figuring out like that's where they sorting and classifying people. Like y'all ever seen that movie? It was the B movie. Y'all remember the B movie? It came out when I was a kid. It came out a long time ago. So the B movie, when they had went to, it came a certain point in their life where they had to go through the machine, and the machine decided whether they would be a worker or what else was it? Like it was just different stuff. It just smack a label on you. A fighter, a worker, or whatever, whatever, whatever. Like even okay, I'll give you another example because now that I think about it, they show us this a lot. Um, I think it was on Boss Baby where they be making the babies and they sort them like what kind of they'll figure out early. They have a system and a way of figuring out early. Yes, y'all hit that like button, please, and thank you. And tell me happy birthday. You know, my cash app up there too. But they have a way of figuring out early or labeling people. They put a label on our kids, especially our melanated children, our black kids, in more specifically they have a way of figuring out of sorting and of labeling them on or tagging them. They tag them who they want them to be. They figure it out early. So we have to kind of like we gotta figure it out before them and be able to manipulate and mold it and push our kids in a different direction if need be. The school have a list of who they think going to jail. Exactly. That's how I feel. And what they do is they tag them. And what I mean by tag them is like they mark them. Like uh, they make him a troubled student, or they make them a troubled student, or like other students they may be more lenient with, but this student everything he do is a problem. Keep putting notes in his file. Um, okay, I turn up the heat. They'll keep putting notes in his file, keep just doing things. They'll leave a trail, keep a paper trail on them. You know, put it in his records, kick him out. What you say, metaverse? Do I know what that means? Meta is Hebrew for black. Mmm. I didn't know that. But I thought it was funny how like when the metaverse, I'm not sure what's going on with that. But my kids do have an Oculus. They don't even use the motherfucker no more. And when they do use it, it's just only to be they play a few games and sometimes they get on YouTube. But that's when they fight over their laptop or whatever. But anyway, so I had knew it was something going on with the meta thing with the metaverse because when it had first came out, meta they the word meta, the word a lot of people was talking about it. Okay, it was Kevin Hart. He had that movie on Netflix with that guy who was his brother. And you mean Hebrew for dead or death? Oh wow. Right. Right. Black, dead, death. No, I get what you're saying. So look, in that movie with Kevin Hart on Netflix, when he had shot his brother in the end, Illusions, the Truman Show. Remember, he basically his brother was trying to extort him, maybe, and he ended up shooting his brother, and did made it seem like something else. Like, man, they be showing us right. They be showing us right there what's going on in Hollywood. It's all about how big of an illusion can you put up. But anyways, in the movie, Kevin Hart, oh excuse me, Kevin Hart, he was in a game, and the name of the game was the Antiverse. And then we had the Spider-Man movie come out, the Multiverse, and you just kept hearing Metaverse, Multiverse, Antiverse. I'm like, Then like it was just in the Spider-Man movie, because I did go watch it. It was like, what the multiverse is talking about, like the different dimensions and how it was a you in every dimension. Oh, you love my mind. Thank you. And you know what I'm saying? When I hear stuff like that and I hear it over and over again, I don't know how long y'all been watching me or if y'all watch any of my other videos. Like I hear it as like a chant, like they trying to build up the energy of something. So they keep throwing it out there at us so that they could feed it to us, so that it's in our subconscious and we thinking about it and talking about it, so that we give it energy to it so we can actually manifest it for them, whatever it is. Like they literally hijack and use our energy. Did y'all ever see, it's an interview, I have seen it on shout to Minister Jew, the Imagination Guru. I was watching his channel, and it was about the submarine and stuff, and he had played a clip from it was a guy interviewing the producers of the Simpsons or the writers or something, and he asked them. He said, "How do on the Simpsons? How are y'all able to predict the future?" And he said, "Oh, we get that question a lot. We don't predict the future. We dictate it." And I'm just gonna let that sit with y'all for a second. The writer slash producer, whoever from The Simpsons, when asked how do they, because everybody like, oh, The Simpsons is they predicting the future, or they telling us what's gonna happen before it happened, or they got this whole big master plan where they know where they want the stuff to happen, and or they know when the stuff is gonna happen, so they putting it out a little bit by cartoons before it actually happened. And that's not the truth. The truth is they using our energy to manifest what they desire. So they'll create a whole scenario disguised as the cartoon, because everything is an illusion and smokes and mirrors. Disguised as the cartoon, put it in front of the masses repeatedly. The episode might show a couple times a year, get millions of people to watch it, get it to settle in millions of people's subconscious. Not everybody has this shared thought or idea of something happening, and we manifest it as a group together. We pull into reality, and not it doesn't necessarily happen right away. It happened at its own timing, but things change in order for it to happen because we literally pulled it into reality, and that's exactly what manifested is. And like how in the Bible it say where two or three are gathered, what does it say? Where two or three are gathered in prayer or something, basically saying that God was there. So like that power is there when multiple people come together with a shared idea. That's how you manifest stuff. That's how the God power happens and activates, and you pull things into reality. And they make us do it all together by like watching TV. Oh, new episode Sunday at 6 o'clock. Now everybody, and I used to love Sundays on Fox, and all the cartoons would come up right out. It had the Simpsons, American Dad, do, or whatever the lineup was. I used to love sit up and watch them in like middle school. Shit was funny, but they was using us, had us all sitting down at the same time, watching the same thing and manifesting it into reality. So what y'all think about that? Why y'all tell me what y'all think about that? I just want to say that, dang, what was I about to tell y'all? So yeah, go check out Minister Jew, because Minister Jew talk about it a lot, and it's called like a quantum collapse. Like that's what you getting into when you talking like quantum physics and all of that stuff. Like that's what it is. Like the fact that, let me think of another example. On his channel, he gives the example of, the Titanic stuff, right? And the movie Titanic, and how, like, what's the odds of that happening? But even weirder than that, before the Titanic sunk, it was a book written called The Wreck of the Titan, where it talked about a big ship sinking maybe 14 years before the Titanic ever sailed. So it's like, wait a minute. Well, what's going on? What is this paradox? I think that's a good word. Like, how is it, or is this planned? How is it that this person wrote a book and then it happens 14 years later? I mean, almost down to the T, to every detail in the book. Let me go back and see what y'all talking about. When two or three are gathered in his name as one is church. Okay. But yep, that's how they using us to manifest this stuff. They're not doing it, we doing it. That's why they throw stuff in front of us to, like, okay, for like black people. That's why they always showing black people being killed on TV and on the internet. That's why you'll always see that, because they trying to keep us under a certain energy. They trying to keep us in a certain energy. They trying to keep us to manifest situations like that. Like when they say, "Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil," that's why, because you will literally birth that situation. So you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself from calling in those vibrations, from manifesting those situations. But yeah, so everything is the Truman Show. Everything. Okay, think about it. Like even when you go to the doctor, like how we know that the doctor is really the doctor. Okay, you remember on They Clone Tyrone, when the guy, they went to the chicken restaurant and they was eating the chicken, and the guy was back there keeping notes on, you know, how they ate it or what their response was to it, and this, that, and the third. Like, what if the doctor is really doing that? Like, you know how you, as a kid, you got to go to your annual checkup, and you got to go in there and they see how tall you is and make you cover your right eye or your left eye or whatever, and read the board, and and we think they just keeping notes on your growth, but they like, yeah, we gave him that. Okay, you found me good. Big gas man, I see you found me. You love the hair, entrepreneur. Thank you. It's the birthday hair. My birthday was yesterday. But what was I saying? What if the doctor really back there keeping notes and keeping tabs on your ass as a kid, reporting it back to somebody else? Like, all this shit up front. Like, wait a minute, we got a extra, or we got a this one right here. He ain't normal. He ain't right. Somebody, you might want to send somebody to come see this one. You know, and that's another way of tagging, of marking the kids through the doctors. What other system we have that we trust? We talked about the medical system, but we didn't talk about the pharmaceutical system. We didn't talk about the medical system and allegedly drugs. Thank you for the happy birthday, happy belated birthday. Well, you don't gotta say belated because it's my birthday until December. So that's why I'm kind of just slow grinding it because I gotta get through. You know, I hung out this weekend and stuff, but I gotta get through the holiday, my baby birthday this week, and then I'm gonna jump back into my birthday again right before December. I'm gonna jump back in my birthday bag. Just gotta get ready for Thanksgiving. I hate my birthday being so close to Thanksgiving because I'm cooking this year again. It's a lot of work having people in your house. But what was we talking about? Okay, the pharmaceutical companies. Now we know what they doing. We know what kind of game they running. Been doing it. You know, it's part of the reason why black people don't trust a lot of stuff and trust doctors and stuff because we been hit to them running game, just using us as experiments and giving us stuff we don't need, giving us stuff to make us worse, allegedly. Let's not even get into the whole epidemic or pandemic or whatever the fuck it was. Let's not even get into that whole thing because they probably running the biggest scheme. And the thing is theirs is not really being cloaked as well at this point. I mean, it's just some people who just ain't hip and who just don't know, and it's some people who actually do have medical problems and issues, and they actually need to, take these things or be under these people care. But you know who we dealing with. We're not dealing with no honest people. We might not even be dealing with people at all. That's a whole other conversation. So we got the education system, fraud. We got the medical system, fraud, like the hospitals and stuff. We got the pharmacies and the medicines, fraud. We got CPS and adoption agencies, fraud. Who else? Like that clone Tyrone. Oh, the churches, fraud. And I feel like the churches, they just play the same role as like the schools to misdirect, waste motherfuckers' time, and keep them occupied, keep their mind, confined. The churches to keep your mind confined in a certain place. They don't even read the Bible, right? You want to hear somebody read the Bible, you need to go check out Minister Jew at the Imagination um, Guru channel. And he said he like I do understand that all these people, these stories are allegorical and they're not real people, but he reads the Bible from like a quantum physics perspective. He say like, what did he say? He was basically like, oh yeah, he feel like the Bible is a book of psychology, like he. And I love how he break it down. He made me see the Bible in a whole new light. And it's not that I have swore it off because I know everything has some, not so much relevance, but some wisdom. You know, even if it's yeah, church definitely play a big part, KTC, but everything got something, some value. Everything got something to offer. Even if you're not a Christian, you should probably read the Bible at least once in your life. Even if you're not a Muslim, you should probably pick up a Quran. Like knowledge is power. Knowing what's going on. And what you come to find out is a lot of this shit is the same. Everybody just kind of put their own tools on it. A lot of the information is shared information, just depending on where the people was at in the world. They might have like it might just be Like I said, everybody kind of just put their own twist on things to make it more suitable for them. But pretty much everybody was still, I mean, not everybody, it's always exceptions, it's multiple exceptions. But for the most part, most of the religions are all saying the same thing. But plot twist. Y'all ready for this? I don't know. I don't think y'all ready for that. All right, I said it anyway. Plot twist though, like I be feeling like, see, look, I'm trying to clean it up. Put a little disclaimer. Hit that like button too, y'all. If y'all haven't hit that like button, y'all heard what my moderator said. But I be feeling like, what if? See, I'm still trying to clean it up. Let me just say what I mean and mean what I say. All of these religions, they all say the same thing because they all worship in the same God, which is really the same devil, allegedly. Via the plot twist. And that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. What if, like, I think it's saying in the Bible that the devil's biggest trick was making people think he didn't exist. If it don't say in the Bible, that's something that people just say. But I feel like that's not his biggest trick. His biggest trick was making people believe that, or no, his biggest trick was having people to worship him as if he was God and making them believe that God was the devil. Did I say that right? Am I on StreamYard? Nope, I'm not on StreamYard. I just went live. I want to though, but I don't want to stop the live. A lot of people don't even know Jesus was preaching Islam, not Christianity. Oh, I didn't even know that. Wow, that changed the story a lot, don't it? First of all, Christianity didn't even exist. Now that you say it, like it's like a duh, because they created Christianity way after when was the supposed story of Jesus. So no, you absolutely right. He spoke Aramaic or Aramaic. Yeah, let's not try that again. Word for God is Allah. Got it, got it, got it. But I just feel like, and I don't know. It starts for me with like the story of the Garden of Eden. How the serpent was able to, and why a serpent? Why use a serpent? Serpents represent knowledge and wisdom. Like, why a serpent? But they also represent like dragons and reptiles. So I don't know. I don't know. I be feeling like it was all a scheme to kind of make people believe backwards. So I'm just leave that right there. Y'all be careful. Because look, I don't want to trigger anyone getting too deep into that because I know, like, even if you're not religious, like a lot of that stuff being instilled in you as a kid. Good morning. A lot of that stuff being instilled in you as a kid. No, for real. Why use a serpent and why say, because literally did the serpent tell them to eat from the, yeah, I let them out already. Didn't the serpent tell them to eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil? Like it's just, I mean, it's the symbolism. That's what I'm trying to get to. Great mind. Thank you. It's the symbolism. The symbolism of the story is too perfect. The serpent, the serpent is he was out here all out and shit. The serpent represents knowledge. He told them to eat from the tree of not. It's like they just doubling down on the symbolism. And the serpent represents the devil. Like everybody look at the devil as being like the way that they uh depicted him is him being some kind of reptile, dragon, horned beast with knowledge. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it did happen that way, and that's why it's all like this. But to me, it just seemed really, really thought out. So, what y'all think about that? And shout out to the people who's still in here. Thank y'all. We've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes now. Okay, so while y'all think about that, let's jump back into our list. The Truman Show. We said that, okay, the hospitals is the front for organ trafficking or organ harvesting. People probably disappear from the, okay, big ass man, you still here? People probably disappear from the hospitals too. Like they probably announced people dead who probably never even died. They probably just took them. Prisons. Let's get into it. That just made me think about prisons. Religious is a dangerous conversation. And you know what's so crazy to me, and I be thinking this all the time, but I don't be wanting to say it. It's crazy that people will make you respect the way of people or respect how a person chooses to have sex or who they choose to sleep with. Like you can't say anything about that, but people can feel, but you can judge a person based on what they believe. Like you would think that we in a place where anybody could believe anything, but no, anybody cannot believe anything, but anybody could sleep with anybody. You get what I'm saying? Like how my mind just be a little off, but do that sound right to y'all? Does that sound practical? You would think we cared more and had more not passion, but we just had more damn, the word right at the tip of my tongue out. It just fell off the cliff of the earth. But you would think that we were willing more to compromise with how people believe than who they want to sleep with. Like that's not my business. But like I just think that people would be more understanding of people who believe differently. Like, are we not that progressive yet? But a motherfucker can go sleep with a tree. Like, what the fuck is going on? But y'all can teach. Why not teach the kids about all the different religions in school? Why not try to expose them to different things like that instead of different sexuality or whatever you want to call it? Because when you get to talking about that shit, it's just so many little itty bitty terms. But I'm saying, like, why are we exposing them to that so young? But this is too much. No. Don't tell them about no Allah. Don't tell them about, you get what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, take church out the school. Take it completely out. We're not gonna talk about church at all. We're gonna talk about everything else. Like that alone should that alone makes me believe that everything is to just further constrict you and to keep you from expanding. To keep you from expanding. Because being introduced to sex young or to drugs young, like even that, you know how they start coming into school talk about say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Like, what if that was actually a campaign for drugs? Like you give okay, I know, I think weird, but look, y'all introducing it, y'all damn near promoting it on the whole campaign run. The thing that y'all don't want them to do. Why not promote what you do want them to do? But whatever. What's up, Sleepy Lounge Talk? What's your question? I'm True Skills. I'm gonna wait on your question. Thanks y'all for hitting that like button and thanks for telling me happy birthday. But for real, they did a whole campaign run talk about say no to drugs. Like what? Why not do a college tour where you just have different colleges come through and talk to the kids or different athletes and scouts and something positive? Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. So why bring the evil right to the kids? Like I do understand. I'm not just gonna say I don't completely understand. Like educating them and allowing them to be aware, but that shit went on for a long time. They got songs and everything. It's my birthday again. Yes, it's my birthday until December 1st. I'm sorry. I thought I told y'all that. Okay, I got the question. I don't want you to get off subject. You can make a video about this, but what's your take on the Passport Bros movement? Okay, and let me see what KTC said. They have a trans baby down. KTC, that's crazy. Forcing it on the kids. We're all the baby doll Jesuses and the baby doll allies and the because it's really to constrict them. They ain't anything they give us is weaponized. It's weaponized. And that's why I don't like going to a dispensary for real, if I'm being honest, because I know that they weaponize, even though they legalizing weed everywhere for recreational use, they weaponize it. They don't give us nothing without figuring out how to use it against us. Now the passport bros, let me see. Exactly, that's gonna help the children, helps to expand their minds, bring them stuff about different cultures, different places on the earth. Like y'all bringing them all the bullshit. When you bring something in front of a kid and tell them don't do this, don't touch that, what's the first thing they gonna want to do? They don't grow that weed the same. They spraying it with something, and they keeping tabs on what you smoking, how much you smoking, how much you purchasing, and how often. That's how I feel. Because why do y'all need my ID? Bitch, I can just show it to you. Why you scanning it in and typing my name and all that, asking me for my phone number? Okay, so passport bros. So what's my take on the passport bros? So passport bros, from my understanding, because I don't get too much in that. Anybody who's gonna be dogging or dissing black women, I'm not about to sit up and waste my time or hurt my pretty little ears trying to. No, I don't give that shit no attention, no energy, because I'm obviously against it. Um, I honestly I don't know. I don't know what you mean by what's my take on it. From my understanding, what they just feel like that the women overseas are more submissive or subservient. Really, that's what they want. They just want somebody who's going to be, uh, I don't want to say a slave, but submissive. But what people have to understand is, or what they have to understand is, it's all about control. Exactly. It's all about control. And what I was gonna say is what they have to understand is the reason why they probably not gonna get that type of control from a woman over here unless they find her really young or know her really young and she's really sheltered is because over here women are forced to do more, to work more, just as hard, just as long as the man. So it's gonna be kind of hard unless you put her in a position to be submissive and subservient and give her something to be submissive and subservient to. It's going to be kind of hard trying to get her into that type of energy when she have to have your energy to maneuver throughout this world. She have to walk in a more masculine energy to go work so that people not running over her, and so that people ain't just treating her like shit just because she a woman. So unless you're gonna relieve her of all of that, exactly, they want to do, girl, a yes ma'am, a yes person. They won't. They won't. Okay, I was about to say, and I don't even mean to laugh and smile, but they want a Cassie. You get, they just want to really abuse, and not saying like sexually abuse or sexually harass or nothing like that, but they just want to overpower someone. and and this the thing, it's really sick because the only time people really want like that much power or control over someone is when they feel a certain way about themselves. So we talking about people who feel weak themselves, so they want to overpower someone else to make themselves feel stronger. They feel too weak to approach or to be with like these women here. So they have to go somewhere where they feel like those women are weaker, so they're easier to control and overpower. So I mean, if they gonna allow them to do that to them, then I can't stop it. But I'm sure something come with it. Something come with everything. So I don't know if that was a clear take, but that's how I feel. How you feel about the passport bros? The passport bros. Yep, I'm a finest wine black queen. You right. You know who the passport bros are? Okay. So the passport bros basically, it's a group of guys, like, it's just a group of people on the internet. They call themselves the passport bros. It could be anybody. They basically believe that they can they don't like the women over here. They feel like the women over here is basically too bossy, too masculine, too in control. So they get passports and they basically try to go hook up with women overseas because they feel like they're more submissive, and you know they'll serve them better and they listen to their man and stuff. So they asked me what was my take on the passport bros. So I just gave my take. I said basically in so many words, weak people look for weaker people to overpower so they can make themselves feel better. I don't feel like a strong person is looking for a weak person. So you think a woman that's I guess for what they're looking for that's submissive is weak? I feel like a man who say I'm a passport bro, and I'm gonna go get a passport to go to a different country to find a woman who is more submissive. I feel like a strong man don't got to do all of that. You get what I'm saying? He don't have to travel to a whole different side of the world just to find a woman. He can find a woman right here. I mean, I know a girl who did that, but that's not their reason for doing that. Their reason for doing that is just to get a green card so they can get over here. That's what I'm saying. You think it's acceptable for a woman to receive money to marry somebody she's not really willing to be a wife to? I mean, that's just first of all, that's against the law. It's a crime. And second of all, I feel like those are different things. So I'm not sure what's the correlation. But just the reason I asked that question because it's all about preference. Like those guys that's going over there searching for a particular type of woman. It's about preference. But this is why it's not. Because those guys are actually searching for something. But the guys who come over here are not searching for anything. Those relationships are not even relationships. It's more of a business deal. If a man pay a woman to marry him just so he can get a green card to get over here, she probably never see him again. Because it wasn't about the relationship. It was about him being able to get over here. Yo, I agree. Like, I'm just telling you, most things are about preference. Like guys, those passport guys, that's just their preference. No, I understand that, but I don't understand the correlation to the guys who are marrying not for love or not for preference. They just marrying to be in a certain place. They marrying for location. No, what I'm saying is like it's women that seek men to marry them to gain financial. What I'm okay, this is how I feel. I feel like those type of women exist all over in the world. You wouldn't have to leave the country to find that type of woman if that's what you was looking for. So to put all women over here in the same boat and say, no, I got to get a passport and go to a different country because all the women over here are like this one way. No, maybe things just didn't go out, or maybe things just didn't work out. And when you say passport bros, like to me, like you gotta know who these niggas is. Like these niggas who probably never even had a real relationship. Like these are like chat niggas, right? Like these not like the guys who can just go out and get a girl because they look nice or whatever, whatever. Like they the other guys. What y'all think? What type of guy is the passport guy? Is the passport guy a guy who had trouble getting women? That's just how I feel. So the excuse is because these women aren't submissive enough in the US. These women got a mind of their own. Thanks everybody for joining. Y'all hit that like button. You said yes. Fellas, stop. Right. Just engage in the conversation. Once the female gets to America, she will become Americanized. Exactly. She will understand she have rights. Exactly. They don't got that type of freedom over there. A bitch get too loud over there, you're going to jail. You probably gonna get stoned to death because they don't even respect you on the same level as them. Like if back in the day here, women couldn't vote, women couldn't work, women couldn't. What? Exactly. They don't even know it exists. And see, that's the biggest difference is that like American women got a lot of freedom. Like American women just they don't need a man per se. And I think the reason a lot of those women are submissive is they feel they're in a place of need. They in extreme place of need. I couldn't imagine being in a third world country and the American man walking up to me with a Gucci hat on. I'd be like, oh, my life about to change. Right. Thank God I'm a real man and I don't need that kind of validation. Exactly. Good conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Grand Rising forever, Danielle. Long time no see. Exactly. Right. But yes, like and I feel like the men who say that they just have like a vendetta against women. Maybe they've been denied, maybe a woman played them, maybe they've been stood up. So that's just their way of getting back at women. Oh, y'all ain't shit. And usually they're not talking about all women, they talking about black women. And I don't know, anybody who is just all inclusive, they like all black women is this, all black men is this, all this is that. I can't. It's always there's gonna be a million exceptions to a rule every time. So I just can't rock with that. Okay, I'm true skills. Well, when I went to the Dominican Republic, most of the guys look like they jumped out the dumpster. I think he feeling. Hold on, what you say? I think the feeling of women chasing you down is something men don't get in the United States. Small dick energy. Exactly. The no, it's not. It's not a feeling that. What you say? It's not a feeling that men don't get in the U.S. It's a feeling that all men don't get in the U.S. The niggas who used to having bitches and bitches chase them down, even if bitches not chasing them down, if they can hit up a bitch or they still got or they got a woman or they've had relationships of value that mattered, they actually experience love or being in love or being in a relationship, they don't feel that way. It's the niggas who never had a fucking relationship who probably got played, hate women, low key don't probably dislike their mama, who just want to come on the internet and down talk women all day. It be them, like academics. It be the academics type of niggas that be chat. I mean, I said chat niggas that be fucking passport bros. And no, I don't respect no passport bro. I don't respect anybody that got to say something about all black women. What your experience was with one black woman is not the experience of all black women. Exactly. Since y'all hit that like button for the people who just joined, you know what I'm saying? Get some more likes and stuff. I've been on here. I'm feeding y'all. We been on here for an hour and a half. What y'all about to do? Y'all want to go to breakfast? Hmm? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to go to breakfast? Y'all want to smoke? Okay. Or are we going to hop back into our list? Exactly. Ain't nobody got to travel across the world. Nah, yeah. Just to get some. It don't work like that for people who know it don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, these are the inexperienced, late bloomer type of guys who are passport bros. You get what I'm saying? These were the ones who were looking at the jocks with envy because they got all the girls, and no disrespect to them, everybody don't have the best experience in love, just like everybody don't have the best experience with money. But what I'm saying is, you have to understand the energy. That's it. It's a vendetta type of energy. It's a fresh and fit type of energy. It's a what's his name, Marvin. It's a Marvin type of energy. Exactly. You can't judge all black women or men by the few ones you've been with. And I rock too hard with and for my people for me to even be down with somebody doing that. I don't get down with that at all. I love my people, and I love my people extra hard because we need it. We need more love. We need more love than everybody. Look, right. Like damn niggas, it's the niggas who ain't never jumped in the bitch DM and got lucky and just, it's the niggas who it's the hold on, what the niggas be sliding what the niggas used to message all the time? It's the niggas who used to poke you on Facebook. It's the niggas who be waving. It's them the passport bros. The one you be like, it's the ones who just be calling you on Messenger. Them is the passport bros. It's the ones who be on Instagram talking about what's your cash at. Them is the passport bros. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Why y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about? So, the Truman Show. Let's jump back into our list because we started on the prisons, but we never got finished. Now, the prisons, that's the heavy one. That's a big one. In the prisons, they doing a little bit of any and everything. And wait, who had asked me that question? Was that you, big ass man, or you? I'm True Skills talk about. I don't want to get you off a subject, but I've been off subject for 30 minutes now. I'm True Skills. I am not crazy, but you know I'm not lying either. It's those niggas who ain't never had no luck. They like these bitches just too stuck up. No, just go get you a look, let me stop. Cause y'all will be mad at me. Y'all be laughing with me today and mad at me tomorrow. I'll talk about y'all unsubscribing. So I don't want to talk about nobody. I don't want to get too personal. Love everybody. And it's my birthday, so you know. But the prisons, y'all. It was you. I know it was you. Got me off subject. About to have me going in on the passport bros, academics, Marlon, ass, all of them. What's that nigga name too? Is that what's the guy name who was on Fresh and Fit? The black one. Marlon ass be sitting up there. looking like he got on blackface and shit. But yep, the prison systems for sure is a big front. Is the Truman Show for real? The prison systems, they probably doing it all. They probably doing it all. They probably got the cloning facility because I mean they have legitimate reasons to have no access to certain levels, right? They got the cloning facility. They can come and just grab people all willy nilly and take them wherever they want to take them. Nobody got no rights. He said, I'm not even traveling 20 miles. Exactly. That bitch better come to me. Or cause what? Like these niggas tripping. They talk about they gonna go all across the world to find a bitch. Okay. Like if that's what you gotta do, more power to you. But you shouldn't have to do that. If you got to do that, it's the problem. And that's where the problem lies. And that's what they not seeing. Like if all right, let me shut up. Let me shut up. The prisons. I said the prisons. Y'all, we talk about the prisons. Big Gas Man, I'm True Skills, Red G. But yeah, so like the prisons, they probably doing all type. Oh my gosh, that's what they should do. They clone Tyrone too, and they should put it in the prison. They going over there because they like them young girls. Exactly. And they like that cheap cat. That's why them niggas be going over there, going to them strip clubs with $20. Like that shit's wild. And that's crazy. Oh my God. That's crazy. Like people really do that and then really feel like they doing something. Yep. And they got more you in it's gonna put you in closer proximity to women who you feel like is more attractive or and they don't have I'm not gonna say they don't have standards, but they're not gonna have the same standards as a woman over here. A woman over here didn't see too much, didn't experience life, then you're gonna have to it's not like they could just go grab one of them bitches and bring her home to an apartment in a hut and the bitch never leave the house and that be everything because she ain't experienced nothing in life. But as soon as that bitch take a step outside that apartment, it's over for your ass. What you say, KTC? After birth, why they keep women placenta? They don't ask you can they keep it. Oh, somebody message got held for review. Let's see what it say. Oh, you said what? You ain't even say nothing. Oh, you said, hold on, let me say this. They go across the world because the local women know how much a piece of shit they are, and they not rocking with them. So therefore, they gotta branch out. Exactly. Okay, another moderator handled this. Got it. Exactly. Exactly. They can cloak it better. The Truman Show. They can hide, they can disguise, they can mask more of who they are and go and pretend to be more of who they want to be and more of who they not. Niggas probably over there acting like ball players and acting like they rappers and acting like they businessmen and come over here and the goddamn fucking manager of KFC. Most of these men suspect they like to go to overseas just to be with other men. Right? And secret and for the low, right? And you know what? I always what was that? It was on Rush Hour. Was that Rush Hour where they was going to the like massage parlor and at one point like one of the guys was like a tranny or transvestite or something. Uh Oh, okay, I thought somebody wrote something. But like he's got the talking in his deep voice or whatever. I be feeling like anytime they be going to like them little Asian places, like where did they have the movie Hangover at? I feel like that's what's really going on over there. Yeah, them is rich folks activities. P. Diddy had a few boy toys allegedly overseas. I'm sure he had a lot over I'm sure he had them everywhere his foot ever touched the ground. P. Diddy or Puffy, Brother Love, like, first of all, he a Scorpio man. And they say Scorpio, which I'm a Scorpio woman, but they say Scorpio men get like could get on the dark side, could get really dark and twisted. And knowing what I know about Scorpios, I know that that's the truth. Like everything they said he did that shit. Thailand and Bangkok, yes, yeah, big ass man, because the men look like lady boys. They don't call it Bangkok. Oh wow, right, right. But yep, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Anytime I see a celebrity talk about they was in Bangkok, however you say it, or Thailand, that's the first thing that come to my mind. I'm like, oh, they over there with those lady boys, like you said. That's the first thing I think of on the down low. Shit, if they going over there, that's on the high low. That's a dead giveaway. I mean, I'm sure it's beautiful, and I have seen people travel to Thailand. Like it's this lady, she is a travel agent as well, and she had a trip to Thailand, and they was riding the elephants through the water and stuff. Like so, yeah, I know some people do actually go there just to have a good time, but I don't know. Two niggas just hanging out in Thailand. They headed to Thailand. I don't know. A little questionable to me. So y'all prison, huh? You want to join in on our conversation? They keep they keep getting me off track. They keep trying to make me talk about the passport bros. Yeah, I'm not talking about the goddamn passport bros no more. I heard some. No, they said they against them. Y'all want to talk about the passport bros? Y'all acting like y'all want to talk about the prisons. Nope, I'm about to go back through the chat, and I'm gonna tell you what they said about the passport bros. You said I heard somebody on YouTube say they go over there because the women look like teenage boys or vice versa. Shit, over there they can just go and get the teenage boys. They don't got to get the women that look like them. No, we talking about in Thailand. They have like a lot of the. Okay, forget the passport bros. Let's get back on topic. Thank you. Stay on topic, y'all. Thank you, moderators. Y'all better act like y'all moderating. So, what was we talking about? What was we talking about? The Truman Show. The Truman Show. We talking about prisons and how everything is the front for something else. So let's go through our list. We already said the medical center or the medical facilities, the hospitals and everything. The hospitals is really a front for organ harvesting. And what else did we say? They probably take a couple of babies. Okay, we talking about jail and not only that, some people in prisons are living better than us on the street. It is. You right about that. Some people in prison is living good. No, I don't know though. I don't know if I could live that good in prison that make me not want to be on the street though. I don't think y'all could ever get to that level of comfort in prison. But I do know what you mean. So look, so the hospitals. You said the hospital was organ harvesting, Frank, and they probably steal a couple babies here and there, and they probably finish off a couple of hits. If a person survives something, they make it to the hospital and they die at the hospital, like what happened with Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King got shot in Memphis, and he lived and he made it to the hospital. And they said that they smothered him with a pillow at the hospital. So let's take that into consideration. Um, Take the babies in the cloning centers in the basement. Last month, the government announced they building $1 billion prison. What the fuck they need that for? What the? Are you serious? Can we get $1 billion school? That's what I'm saying. Like just how they went and they promoted no drugs, say no to drugs. Like, why are y'all putting all this money into the problems? I guess they see it as the solution. For them, it is the solution. That's free. That's free slave labor. That's free human labor. Shit, child labor. Young, they can get them young and work them for free for the rest of their lives. You said no bills, free food, etc. Right? You know, you right about that. Now, you said how you have $1 billion for a prison and not homeless people, right? Meanwhile, it's people sleeping on fucking benches and it's 30 degrees outside. Shit, 30 would be nice. That's crazy though. I'm gonna have to look. What is it gonna be? A smart prison? Like what? That is wild. But Martin Luther King was set up by Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Read the book Orders to Kill. And I had what did I watch? I had just watched something about Jesse Jackson. Oh, it was an interview. It was some guy. I think Tariq Nasheed played the interview. And it was the clip of him saying that after Martin Luther King had died, they said Jesse Jackson, what he said Jesse Jackson basically had wiped his blood on him or something and make it seem like more performative, like he died on him or died in his arms or something. I thought that was weird. You said Jesse Jackson was the one who called off the security. Wow. So that they could go through with their hit. So what do y'all think about Farrakhan? Hmm? Do y'all think Farrakhan has something to do with Malcolm X? Or is that just rumor? Is that just bad faith rumors? Martin was the op, and I'm gonna tell you why I believe that. Okay, what fucking show was that? What show was that? Lovecraft Country. On Lovecraft say that 5 times fast. Lovecraft Country, Lovecraft Country. On Lovecraft Country, during the first episode, the very beginning of the show, it was crazy because I had already heard this on maybe like Crumb TV about Martin Luther King, about his name not even being Martin for real. You know, they named him after the Saint Martin Luther or something. But no, not his parents named him. Like he switched his name, like the government named him. Martin wasn't his name. His name was Michael or something. And so on the show Lovecraft Country in the opening, you know, this was back in that time, what, 50s, 60s, whatever. And it was just people talking, you know, the camera just going through the room and you just hear the conversations. And the guy and the woman was like, yeah. And Martin, they're talking about Martin Luther King. And she was like, and you know, his name isn't really Martin. And basically, they changed his name to fit the numbers in the program and gematria and the energy and what they were trying to do. So I know it goes deep. That's what I mean by like they tag people young. They figure out how to use people based off your numbers, your energy, or whatever. I'm not sure of the system. Like how we see everything a physical system, it's the underlying spiritual system under it too. I'm not sure how it works, but I know what I'm seeing and what's going on. Do y'all believe in gematria? Not do you believe in gematria? Because when you say do you believe in something, it's almost like asking like something religious. Not do y'all believe in gematria, but have y'all studied or researched gematria? And if you don't know what gematria is, it's the encoding of words of numbers into words or words into numbers. I'll be mixing it up. So basically, Martin, that was a part of Alpha Phi. And let's do y'all. I know y'all don't want to get into these sororities and these fraternities and their front in this Truman show. Because they right there with the churches. They just like a fucking gang. Like the fact that Trayvon Martin dad was in the wasn't he a Mason or in a fraternity or something like that? You watch Call Me Kinfolk? Okay, cool. I like Call Me Kinfolk. Call Me Kinfolk. Um, Zachary Hubbard. Uh, was it Children of Israel Yahi or I forgot. I haven't seen him make a video in a minute, but these was like one of the first people to get me hip to it. And I wish a lot more people was hip to it. So like for the people, it's only three people in here, but for the people who don't know what gematria is, it's like the coding of numbers into letters. And so you could take a word. Okay, let's say it like this. Let me do it like this. Did you know that a lot of the words that's like categorized like in the same category, like how you could say police officer, law, court, judge, all of these words kind of deal in the same, energy. Did you know that oftentimes in gematria, they're all represented by the same number? Okay. So what do you mean represented by the same number? In gematria, it's different words, it's different ways to code numbers into words. You could do the traditional A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. Exactly 38. Murder by numbers. And what's the number for black people? Pop quiz. Um, no, what was I saying? Okay, so and you can also do Z equals 1. X equal or damn W. What? No, I don't do that alphabets backwards, but y'all know what I'm saying. Miss Eve in the stellar. Good morning to you in the chat. Good morning to you, Miss Eve, and thanks for joining. We've been talking about the Truman Show. We talking about how most of these things in the world are fronts for um, more darker things, more heinous things. And right now, we were getting into a little bit of gematria. So, other ways you could do gematria, you can do like 1 through, what is it, 26, 27 letters in the alphabet. Or you can break those numbers down, like once you start getting the double digits and start back over. Like instead of 10, it'll be 1 plus 0 equal, and you'll reduce the number. So it's different ways you can do it. Like dealing with numbers is you can do it a million different ways, right? So like let's get back to the numbers representing a frequency. So like how he just said 38 murder by numbers, because 38 equals murder. But the odd thing that we find, the pattern that we find in this wicked language is that every other word or most words similar to murder are also going to equal 38. And what do we mean one more time by murder equals 38? That's just attaching the number to each letter, like one being A, two being B, three being C. So you take the words in the number, you take the words in the word, you take the letters in the word murder. You attach the correct number to each one, and then you add it up, and whatever number you get, like that'll be that, depending on which cipher you use, that's representative of that frequency of that energy. So you'll have like murder equals 38. Then you might have gun equals 38, or kill or killer, or you get what I'm saying, like all of those things. And it's like, oh wait, so was this done intentionally? Okay, let's check something else. uh the number, because I didn't see anybody answer, the number that represents black people or niggas or niggers or African Americans would be number 42. So a lot of words dealing with our energy are attached to the number 42, and they play on this, and and they play on this, and they use that to refer to us in so many different ways, like with Babe Ruth wearing the number 42, or Martin living in number 42 apartment, or just 42. And some of the words attached to 42 would be like I said, like nigga, like like just words that they use to demean and to represent black people. So it's almost like a really they use it to really to misrepresent us, which was Jackie Robinson. Did I say Babe Ruth? Y'all know I don't play no football, baseball, basketball, none of that. I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get a better understanding of what it is. So yeah, gematria is a real thing. And like I said, it makes you wonder, like, is this all intentional? Who is doing this? Who created this? Or is this the language of God? Are we witnessing God at work when stuff happens? Like if you like how you can name someone and the energy behind their name, like manifests in their life. You get what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy. You said Freemasons. Mm-hmm. Freemasons. Now, do y'all know any Masons? Y'all got any Masons in your family? Hmm? Y'all got any Uncle Masons? Y'all can call when y'all get in trouble. Yeah, I mean, Freemasons is just one sector. It's plenty of them. I remember I knew this guy who was a Freemason or a Mason. Honestly, couldn't tell you the difference, couldn't tell you which one he was or wasn't. But I do remember him having this book. And he told me, hey, whatever you do, don't touch that book. We can't let nobody touch this book. So what do? I go and touch the book soon as he fucking leave, y'all. I swear to God, the nigga must have had cameras in his house. As soon as I went and I touched that book, that nigga went gone 2 minutes. He walked right back in the door and caught my ass. I was scared too. I'm like, ah. He like, did I say you not touch that book? I'm like, I touched the book. I just had to. He like, you couldn't read it, could you? I'm like, nah, I couldn't. Y'all, I opened the book. It was like symbols and like it looked like fucking some shit I had never seen before. And I'm just going through all the pages. I'm like, wow, what is this? What is this? And even though he knew that I wouldn't be able to read it, he told me not to touch it and knew that I would and caught me and laughed. But I couldn't even read the shit. I couldn't tell you. It was like reading a foreign language. Like it had maybe some letters mixed in with some symbols, with some greater or lesser signs and some parentheses. I didn't know what that shit was. And I was scared too. I mean, my heart was racing because, it was like right in the thick of me finding out about the Masons and about the secret societies and about, what they got going on. And like, it was like the peak of it was really piquing my interest. So I couldn't not, like, I've never been in that close of proximity to a person who acknowledged that they was like a Mason or a Freemason or nothing like that. So I was just trying to get as much information as I could. I couldn't read shit in that book. So I don't know what they in there teaching them niggas, y'all. That shit ain't right. Them niggas speak a whole different language. They back there, they go in there and they speak in a whole different language. You said you did, but they all are deceased now. Hmm. I know my granddaddy, he used to have a ring with the Mason symbol, and my grandma, she have like a plaque with the Mason symbol, and she just passed away this summer. But it belonged to my granddad, but she had it hanging up all of my life. Hmm. So yeah, go lay down. Go. I want some cheese eggs. That's my favorite breakfast food. So nobody, y'all don't. Oh, that was you, Miss Eve. You said you had some. Anybody else uh, knew of or hung with or you know learned anything from any Masons, Freemasons, or y'all can't talk about it? Hmm? Y'all can't talk about it. And I know I've been doing a lot of videos about Krishan Rock because obviously they get a lot of engagement. And I be wanting to talk about her because I feel like she represents a lot of young women over here. So who probably not going through similar situations with something. So like me being out here like trying to talk her through her issues and counsel her is really me talking to y'all, not y'all, but them, the other y'alls, and counseling them through Krishan Rock's situation. So y'all didn't know. Now y'all know why I'm doing it. But I thought it was important for me to come on here and do a live that wasn't about no celebrities or nothing like that. You back? Where you go? You went to breakfast real quick. You ain't bring us back nothing. Oh, thank you. You have a good day too. I'm glad you enjoyed the live. Don't be a stranger. And I think you a subscriber, KTC. Y'all, if y'all not a if y'all not a subscriber, become one. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and that notification bell. But oh, I'm weak. About to get your day started. That's cool. Me too. I'm about to get up. It sound like I'm about to smoke again and figure out what I'm about to have for breakfast. If y'all got something else y'all want to talk about, y'all better tell me real quick before I hop off of here. And don't say the passport bros. I'm not playing. We ain't talk about that shit ever again. Oh yeah. Wait. Come back. We gotta talk about Hassan. We got to talk about for real. I swear to God, that's one of the main reasons I'm supposed to come on here, and I absolutely forgot. We gotta talk about Hassan Campbell. Hold on, I gotta get my charger. I'm going back downstairs. I just need my charger. Now y'all seen that shit with Hassan? I know y'all seen that shit with Hassan Campbell, right? You have to retitle the video. Oh no, this is not my charger. Let me see how much juice I got. Oh no, I'm gonna need my charger. Did y'all see that stunt Hassan Campbell pulled? And do y'all think that it was real? Y'all think Hassan really got shot? Hmm? Or y'all think they do anything for clout? I'm leaning towards to do anything for clout. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. As soon as I get this phone on charge. 1 second. Y'all people who in here. I'm talking to y'all right now. I know y'all seen that thing with Hassan. Do y'all think it happened for real? Or do y'all think he doing it for clout? Let me give y'all a second to respond. Let me post that. Not plugging in right there.